Alright, Temur Hydra. So this deck has some parallels, obviously, to the Temur Climb deck I've been playing, but it's got a little bit more top end, so it's slightly more mid-rangey. And to help that, we've got a bunch of Incubation Druids here. The main kind of payoff or interesting thing that we have going on is we've got 4 copies of Nikya of the Old Ways in order to have vast amounts of mana to leverage the card Hydroid Krasis and Skarrgan Hellkite to either activate this a bunch or draw lots and lots of cards with Hydroid Krasis. So someone noted that there's not enough worms in this deck. I just don't think we can fit Ravager Worm in this deck with 12 pieces of other top end here. So as much as I love Ravager Worm in this format, I think this is just enough beefcakes at the top end to be leveraging. There's a couple of Biogenic Oozes in the board, which is another good mana dump. It's very possible that this Zagana in the main deck should probably just be 2 more Biogenic Oozes, but let's dive into some matches and see how this goes before we change that out. Yeah, Nikya allows you to make lots of mana that you can leverage using creatures. So it allows us to activate Hellkite a bunch or cast Krasis for very large amounts of mana. It also allows us to adapt our creatures for cheaper amounts of mana, which is nice. So again, like many of the things that we play here, this is a viewer-submitted deck list that I'm sure was built around the idea of leveraging Nikya along with Hydra and Dragon. Hey, Vegeta, thanks for the 16 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Pretty easy mulligan here in the dark. Just like no place till turn 4, and it just being a 4/4 for 4 that is not very good. This hand needs some red mana, but is otherwise excellent. I'm going to go ahead and bottom that, looking for some red lands. Holy gosh, that's a Steam Vents and a Blood Crypt. Interesting. Not Wilderness Reclamation land. That's exciting. Rare lands are always a good investment. I'm super excited to get Cried next turn. Although I guess if they had Cry, they would have left us the Growth Chamber Guardian. So do I just fart this turn? What are the odds they have a removal spell? Actually, I'm probably just supposed to play this out for X's 4, right? Alright, sweet. So this is working out really well. So next turn, I can adapt this and then play Zagana and draw a card. Sure. It just doesn't... Deal. Resolves. Biogenic Ooze. Biogenic Ooze sounds wonderful. I think I'm going to cut Hadana's Climb and Zagana here. Zagana's kind of mediocre against removal because they're likely going to kill our creatures that could otherwise have counters on them. Frilled Mystic is probably fine. Do I want some negates in this matchup? This card is just a 5/5 for 5/2, right? Yeah, that's such good beef. Where's the beef? Nikya's got the beef. I don't want these. Maybe I don't even want these. Disdainful Stroke's probably worth having. Yeah, I'm gonna turn 1 Nikya. Yeah, I just don't know what Lava Coil is better than in my deck. Like, I feel like I have enough flying creatures that I can just, like, block their stuff. Doesn't seem unreasonable. I promise there's more red sources than blue sources in my deck. Not that these first 2 games would tell you that. Excellent draw. Fantastic. Rude. I'd be more upset except my Jadelight Ranger drew 2 cards, so thanks. Do you have a way to kill my Growth Chamber Guardian? So I'm not activating the Growth Chamber Guardian right away because I don't want them to kill it in response. So yeah, so you can see here by being patient, I now get another Growth Chamber Guardian, whereas I could have been greedy to try and get in 2 points of damage, but by waiting here and making them use the removal in response, I get another Chamber Guardian to my hand, which is ideal. Which then discards nicely to Nickel Bolas. Ooh, Biogenic Ooze. Only 4 over there.
Let's see what we got. Ow! Good aim.
So, do I just Krasis for 2 here, or do I finish this off? Probably right to just kill Rail. It's probably right to just kill Rail. J-Demp, thanks for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. You're one land away from flipping this Nickel Bolas over. Yikes. I guess that means they don't have a 7th land guaranteed, which is good. Yeah, maybe Solera. Maybe that's a better line.
Boundless power.
Hope it beat me. Just
So this hastes and kills Nick. This is gonna kill this, but I've got Jadelight Ranger here as well, which is good. I'm actually gonna ditch that to try and hit a land tier, because now that I hit the land, I get to Steam Vent and then Biogenic Ooze with Frilled Mystic up. JK, LOL. So if they have another removal spell here, they have a Nickel Bolas. Alright, so we're probably dead. Yep. On to the next one. Nope, never had an issue where the game rips me when I don't have priority. Yeah, maybe Frilled Mystic's just worse than removal spells. This had been. It's been a Lava Coil. That might be being too results based, but if that had been a Lava Coil, we'd have been okay there. Keeping the incubation there didn't really matter because we would have gotten to exile the Nickel Bolas, but at the same time, we would have what's it called? We would have exiled the Nickel Bolas, but we still would have been dead to the Ralzeric, so it doesn't really matter. Alright. Alright, so we're getting Nicol Bolas next turn. Yeah, I wonder if there should just be more oozes in this deck. Need more wet farts in our lives. Worth noting they had a cast down in hand that they couldn't kill Nikya with because it's legendary. I think we're actually kind of in an okay spot here. If we like draw a Krasis, we like get immediately right back in the game, right? Skarrgan Hellkite's also pretty good. Not sure if something's wrong with my stomach or if Arena is making stomach noises. That is an aggressive attack. That's exactly what I wanted for Christmas, another land. So they must have a way to kill Nikya next turn, right? I think I'm gonna hold on to the mountain in case they draw Thought Erasure. So like make them think about using it.
Your crew for my freedom.
Well, that bodes well. So that's lethal. Top deck hero. Bum 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 ba da dum bum. I guess this fills in on the curve better. We just don't have that many things that have 1/1 counters here. I didn't give it haste because it was lethal regardless of which mode I chose. Because we had 8 mana left over. It was a build your own adventure book. Winning without attacking is always way classier, chat. Stay classy. Seems great. Yeah, listen, people who don't want to get top deck shouldn't play Thought Erasure. And then you just won't know when they top deck you. We've lost so many matches playing today, Asim, that I decided I didn't have the heart to play Esper Control. So it'll stay in the queue for Wednesday. Especially not weird Esper Control, like actual Esper Control's pretty reasonable. The Esper Control list, if you look in the queue, has some weird card choices in it that I'm just not slogging through today. Just not that into it. Alright, so do I want to play into an Absorb? So I have a couple choices. So I can play into Absorb. Thanks, Juan. Yeah, I put a lot of effort into my website, so I'm glad you enjoy it. So I can either play Climb plus Growth Chamber Guardian. Hey, thanks for the Prime. Hope you're having a good Monday. I think I want to just play the Climb. I probably need to play into the counterspells. My hand is so good that, like, something's getting counterspelled at some point, right? Actually, you know what? Maybe this is wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to lead on Growth Chamber Guardian, because then if they let this resolve, I just get another one. Because now if they have Kaya's Wrath, I'm pretty far behind. Yeah, I think this is wrong because of Kaya's Wrath. Ooh, that doesn't cast Kaya's Wrath. Alright, so let's do this. And then let's do this. And then do this. Well, thanks for being here, baby Bonnie. Hope you're having a good one. It's a good amount of power in play here. So they kept the card, so I assume we're getting Kaya's Wrath here. Maybe I'm supposed to bin that because I need a land. Wow, that's good for us. Deal. They just like have another piece of spot removal here, so they definitely don't have a sweeper. And like we're in a position where even through their spot removal, we have plenty of pressure in play, right? So like they're going to 18 here. There's 6 cards in their bin, so they do get to flip search for Azcanta now. They kept a card on top, so it must be Teferi or Wrath. Precog, okay. Alrighty. Huh. Wrath me, baby, wrath me, baby, baby, wrath me. Please don't wrath me, baby, baby, wrath me, baby, wrath me. Do 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 do. This is the turn, right? They either hit Kaya's Wrath and we die, or they don't and we win. Crazy Duck, thank you for the tier 2 resub. I appreciate that. Glad to watch someone who is authentically them. That I am. Thank you, and welcome back. They just have, like, a cast down here. Just Esper control things. Just Esper control things. I mean, a lot of those decks don't even play for Kaya's Wrath in them, right? Is Nikya bad in this matchup? Is Nikya bad in this matchup? It is just a 5/5. It is like 5/5s are not terrible. Like not being able to cast our Negate seems medium. I like that Incubation cleans up Thief of Sanity, which is ideal. Yeah, I think I want to get rid of these, and I'm going to trim 2 Incubation Druids and bring in the last counter spells. So there's still plenty of creatures for incubation, right? Let's give this a go. Sorry about that. I had to raid my snack closet. I had to hide some of my snacks because my 3-year-old kept coming into my office and stealing them. So the snacks that appeal to the 3-year-old are hidden in the closet on the shelf now. Yeah, and like a normal mid-range matchup where there's less removal, your Nikya plus a threat is more likely to survive, right? But in a matchup like this, where their interaction is so dense, we're less likely to be able to have that be a thing that can happen. I'm gonna go ahead and pass here. No, he just eats right away. He ain't picky. Yes, Waffle. If taking 1 point of damage or 2 points of damage is relevant, I've lost this. You know, maybe I'm supposed to upkeep activate this. That just worked. Okay, I wasn't expecting that to just work. They're highbrow Fig Newtons. I don't think I've had those before, Beetle. Do I fight over this and then get Wrathed next turn? I don't think so. I don't have blue mana for Wrath, Rav. So, like, if they have Wrath the following turn, I lose. Alright, so I want to cast this whilst holding up blue mana. So I have to turn off auto-tapping is what happened earlier. Yeah, I've overspent intentionally so I can have an extra blue mana here. Because what overspending lets me do now is it lets me negate this absorb while still holding up Disdainful Stroke. So I have to finagle it that way so I can counter their counter and then still have Stroke up for Wrath the following turn. Or that. Or that. Not beating Kaya's Wrath. Go. They are conveniently short mana to Kaya's Wrath and activate Azcanta this turn. So that's nice. Not anymore. Not anymore. They drew the land for the turn. Yikes. So they can find Kaya's Wrath and kill us, kill our board. And we're probably dead from here. Nope. Nice. Nice Esper deck. Now, I don't want to alarm anyone, but we have won 2 matches in a row. Has that happened today? Did we win 2 matches in a row earlier today? Maybe 2. We definitely haven't won 3 in a row because we've not gotten to Diamond 3 yet. Hey, T-Dub, welcome back. Little bit late on the Llanowar Elf. Well, there go all the lands I was hoping to draw. Yikes. Inkscud, thanks for the 12 months. Welcome back. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me around. Well, Lava Coil is a great magic card. We'll cut some of our clunky top end here and board in. Board in some efficient removal. Exile heroes and Judy's here. Changing the Jeff and the Knighting animation. Nah, that's a lot of work. Yeah, we've had some crazy numbers today. I think if we stay above 2,500, we're gonna run a little bit longer. Normally I finish up in about an hour, but I think I'm gonna do a couple more decks past that. Gendy, thanks for the Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way. Yeah, I agree, Crimson. I like the red-black aggro base on my side a lot. Like it's basically mono red with just the good black card splashed in, which is how you want to approach it, I think. Did we do anything else to gender growth? Nope, pretty much everything everything I play ends up on stream styles. Do you have any opinions on the new modern set? I'm of the opinion that we don't have enough information to really form educated or reasonable opinions about the set. The numbers are proof that no one's here to watch you win. Yeah, actually, it's kind of funny in a way. The Try Hard Tuesdays thing that I said we're going to start tomorrow, I'm not sure what the numbers are going to be like for that. And if the numbers are bad after the first couple weeks, we're definitely just going to go back to memes full time. Because, like, good numbers are more important than trying to top 1,000 for sure. Put this towards a run back of your favorite legendary dino deck from last week. They were all sweet. We'll do Talrand. That Naya deck was a total hoot. Thank you for the very generous tier 3 resub. And welcome back for the 15th month in a row. Nathan Brown, thanks for the 19 months. I appreciate that. What kind of decks are I thinking I'm going to play tomorrow? I think I'm going to start with Temur, Climb, and Esper Pirates, and then see where my feelings take me from there. Top 1,000 reward start this season. So, we're still going to play. I'm not going to be, like, grinding Mono Blue and Sultai, because I don't really like those decks, and ultimately I do play Magic for fun still, but I'm just not going to play decks from the queue. I think I leave that there and just, like, play a Krasis for 2 next turn. Jeskai Aggro actually was another one on my mind. That's the deck that I've liked a lot. I played Temur Climb at the Energy event. Just hit gold on Arena by casting Wilderness Reclamation and opponents conceding in response AMA. You know, that should just be my new rule. When I'm at the rank floor, if we like fall back down to Diamond, we should just auto-concede to Reclamation when we're there. $20-page paper. Yikes, what is that on? What teacher wants to read a 20-page paper? Thanks for the biddies, booty. Oh, here's my 5-5. Here's my 5-5. That's true. TAs are probably reading it. V Snow, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate it. Removal spells are cheating. Why do you hate fun, opponent? What did fun ever do to you? Family health. Alright, if they attack you, they're dead. So we shoot this, and then Hellkite has haste. Dragon! Dunk dunk. Driving in my dragon, beep beep. Esper Pirates, DG. Blind Warden, thanks for the Prime support. Thanks for shipping your base of bucks this way this month. Awful Boffle, thanks for the Twitch Prime support, I appreciate it. Artifact tanked because they looked at all of the best practices other games that are successful have been using, and they said, nah, bro, we got this, let's do our own thing. That's the short version of why it tanked. Is it Blue-Black Pirates with Teferi? Actually, it's Blue-Black Pirates with, what's it called? Deputy of Detentions. If you look at, if you go back on my YouTube videos, there is an Esper Pirates list. And if we like Esper again tomorrow, I'll probably update the blue black list on my site to be Esper. But I like the Esper build last time we tried it. Tailrand, thanks for doling out some sub gifties. I appreciate that. Good morning. Good afternoon. It's 3 o'clock. It's nowhere near morning. The time just kind of blurs here. I'm lucky enough to have one of those jobs where I kind of blink and suddenly it's 3 o'clock. No, there's no way to import your paper cards into Magic Arena. Actually, the Warhammer card game that I've been playing a little bit on my tablet, they're one of the only ones that does that, to let you import your paper collection into your digital client, which is sweet. I think I just Lava Coil plus Elf here. Yeah, Thorn Lieutenant's okay. Although Growth Chamber Guardian is very good. Kinda can't understate how good that card is. I want an Incubation before I cast my Jadelight Ranger. Ooh, Nikya. Our opponent is currently reliving our entire morning, which is to say they just don't have lands in their Mardu deck. Do you have a preferred deck for Sphinx of Foresight? We played blue splash white tempo a few times and it felt really good. Judy is scary. Yeah, looks very similar to that deck that we played earlier, I agree. Now, unfortunately, they did hit their third land, so they can mortify Nikya here. I'm gonna go ahead and offer this trade here. I think I'm okay with that. Compared to the one on my site. This is like the Timmy version of Temur Climb. It's like if someone built Temur Climb and was like, what if we put a bunch of really cute cards in it that aren't actually great? Will do, Talrand. Hey, Cookie, thanks for the Prime. Welcome back. Nikya just basically does what we've been seeing happen in all these games, which is just eat a removal spell and die. And I guess it's kind of a must-answer thing, which makes it okay, but yeah. Alright, so do I Incubation here for the memes? I'm gonna Incubation for the memes. I would like the record to reflect I think it's correct to play Krasis this turn, but Incubation can find Nikya, and then we can Nikya into Krasis next turn for the sake of the memes. And memes are sacred, chat. They're why we're here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go get the Nikya. Don't let your memes be but dreams, chat. This demands a second Mortify, and if they don't have it, we have 14 mana. Oh baby, sweet memes are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Do 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 do. Boo do 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 do. Watch them have Price of Fame. 12 ball Krasis. Bum 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 bum. Look at it work through tapping the lands, just like, hold on, I gotta think about this. Gas up the tank, chat. Gas it up. Gas it up. Gas it up. As a Gates player, watching this is just like any other Krasis. Yikes. Are we Diamond 3? We did it! We broke out of Diamond 4, chat! There's other ranks! There's other ranks! Zintis, I played JAC for the first time at FNM 3 days ago, and I ended up with a headache from all the triggers. I blame you for it. Well, thank you for the 11 months in a row. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome to everybody. Thanks for hanging out here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. As always, I'd like to give a shout out to my wonderful subs. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their wonderful support. They are quite literally the folks that keep me employed. I'd also like to mention some of my wonderful sponsors here really quick. Quip provides wonderful, affordable, quality electric toothbrushes. And using link bit.ly/ShugelQuip, you can get your first refill kit of a replacement brush head, toothpaste, and battery with them for free. Also, if you sign in using your Twitch account at that link, you can bump a deck in my deck queue by 25 points. So thank you for checking out one of the sponsors. Fuzzy Nip, thank you for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around here. BCW Supplies are the only ones I trust to protect my very valuable Magic the Gathering cards. They do sleeves, binders, deck box, and all sorts of other fantastic gaming accessories. And using code Jeff10 at bcwsupplies.com, you can save 10% on your orders with them. Messapira, thanks for cashing in your Bezo bucks this way this month. I appreciate it. Happy Monday to you. Cardsphere.com will love to help you turn your cards into their cards directly to the players. There's no haggling, and they just take 1% fee off the top. And of course, InkedGaming.com will love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork that they already have up there on their website. All right, chat. We've won 3 in a row. This is it. This is the deck. It's gonna drag us kicking and screaming up the ladder. Kicking and screaming up the ladder. CoolStuffInc.com is one of the ones you'll see on my scroller there. They buy and sell Magic the Gathering cards. My articles post there every single week, Carlson. Be sure to check them out for any of your singles needs. Matthew, I've only been playing Arena for 6 hours, though. So we've only been losing for 6. It took us 6 hours to win 3 matches in a row. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. A Ginger Wookie, thank you for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Do you feel standard is getting stale, or are you still having fun with Bruce with format? I genuinely enjoy... Actually, do you know what's different? We just played 3 matches in a row without playing against flipping Wilderness Reclamation. So, I really like this standard format, except with the giant asterisk that Wilderness Reclamation is a rancid, miserable Magic card to play against. So, Forashan, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Or welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Kinda wanted to hit Jadelight there. Finding another mana creature is an okay follow-up. Like, Jadelight could propel us into some lands. It's not nearly as bad to play against paper. I completely disagree with you. In fact, I would argue Nexus is worse to play against in paper, because in paper, you have to watch them actually shuffle their deck again and again and again and again and again and again and again. It's truly a miserable experience. All right, so what do I want to do here? How do we feel about farting an Incubation Druid? If I fart Druid, I can Llanowar Elves. I think I need to Incongruity this turn's the issue. I think I need to Incongruity this turn. I think I just take 4 on the Spellbreaker here. I bring a coloring book for my opponent. Honestly, the Temur Reclamation deck feels pretty unbeatable when it just has all its pieces. So this line leaves me dead to Collision Colossus, but I think it's okay. Like all my things are just really bad against Collision Colossus. Yeah, I think I think all my lines are pretty bad against Collision Colossus there, just because it shoots most of my flyers. Let's bring some more removal in here. Trim these oozes and these climbs like I did last time. I think that's fine. Could maybe see Stroke being good here, but I'd rather keep the rest of my stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of different situations where you're not just flipping climb right away. It especially comes up when you have a climb already flipped and have a second one in play. I dig for Incubation Druid here, get my ramp going on. I'm just gonna take a Skarrgan Hellkite here. Getting this going seems fine. 5/5s are good in this matchup. I think it's better than taking a second Krasis here. Yeah, the legend rule is based on the card name. That's interesting that they killed that, not my Growth Chamber Guardian. In fact, something that comes up a lot in the Temur climb deck is you'll have one climb in play, you'll activate it, then you'll flip the second one in the same turn, and you'll turn something into 4x power. Yeah, Thrash Threat is interesting. I definitely, when I was looking at the spoiler initially for this set, I thought Thrash Threat was going to be better than Collision Colossus. That ended up being a pretty wrong assessment. Collision Colossus is really potent in this format. There's just so many flying threats. So our curve here is going to be pretty reasonable. We got this 4/4 as a blocker. We get to play Nikya next turn, and then we play a Giant Krasis the turn after. And their red-green deck, if we don't block into Collision Colossus, is going to have a hard time taking Nikya off the table. I think this deck's just a worse version of Temur Climb, Marty. Yeah, double climb is 4x plus 2, assuming you put the extra counter on the thing that you're giving 4x to. I didn't attack there because the way this game is positioned, I'm the control deck, which means I'm favored the longer this game is going. So I don't want to attack with this for 4 and then have them kill my 2/2 and then attack me for 2 on the backswing. I just want to preserve my health total as much as possible. So this is 8, right? Oh, nope. I definitely messed that up. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Calculated. We drew the Incubation Druid. Yikes. Alright, so this is 12, 13, 14, 15. Are they dead? Are they dead? So this is... I just shock and Krasis for 4 here. I think I just shock and Krasis for 4, right? Just like get an extra blocker going. How'd they have lethal, chat? They had a Phoenix. I was at 16. Oh, they could have done 6. No, 6 doesn't do it still. I was at 16, chat. I was at 16. So they would have done 6 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 minus 8. Yeah, they could have put me to 4. Yeah, chat. People thinking my opponent missed lethal. You are miscounting. I want to suggest a build-around card-like idea. What's the process? Build-arounds and all deck submissions fee go through the deck form on my website. I usually respond to that after I'm done streaming each day. Ooze is there for mid-range and control matchups. The whole sound design in Arena in general is pretty sweet, honestly. I like what they've done with a lot of it. Just wonder if they'll fart this off or not. That seems kind of okay for us. So if I draw another brick next turn, I'll probably just Incubation Druid. That's not a brick. Alright, so... do I want to save this for removal? Or do I want to dig? I'm going to go ahead and dig, I think, still. Alright. So I'm going to take 4 down to 12 here. Uncanny Addiction. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good one. I think I just gotta punch through Collision Colossus. Like, if they have Collision Colossus and we don't block, we're dead. But even if we do block, it sucks, so. I think Magic players love hyperbole and love saying that everything's going to kill Magic or formats of Magic. I think we don't know what the London Mulligan rule is going to do to any formats that we haven't actually played them in yet. And people should stop assuming things without actually having experience doing it. The same kind of nonsense of people who think Stoneforge Mystic is too good. Just like, take a step back, think about what you're doing. Hey, Uncanny Addiction, thanks for the 2nd month in a row. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I have a lot of experience making assumptions though, right? Great. Giant Krasis would be great. Yeah, I think it's unjustified to sit there and be terrified of things that we have no idea or experience about. Playing on the fear of the unknown is just like, you know, they're just scare tactics. Don't sit there and like play on the fear of the unknown, basically. Magra Irail, thank you for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. So 3 months in a row. Any physical Power 9 cards? No. I barely own physical Magic cards in general. Yeah, I mean, if they don't rip like a Collision Colossus here, or that's also pretty good. That's unfortunate. You're just a little bit too slow there. So very close to fully stabilizing. Had to lose at some point. That's fine. We lost when we were at a rank floor, so that's so when you hit Diamond 3, you get 1 free match loss to give, so let's just not lose again. That's actually incorrect. It always makes me laugh when people say that. Most professional players don't borrow cards from sponsors. Usually you're borrowing from other people. It's networking with other folks that provide you with cards. Like for my tournament that I played this past weekend, someone in my subscriber Discord mailed me a deck. So I at least, outside of, I had a sponsor for a short bit who all they did was rent Magic cards. That they lent me stuff because that was their business, was renting Magic cards. So basically, I was just using their service. But I've actually never heard of a major store, their sponsorship involving giving people cards to play with. Well, we have a really fast start here. Probably going to be medium against Kaya's Wrath though. So like next turn, I can fart my Incubation Druid and then play Jadelight off of it. How do companies that rent cards protect against liability for damage claim? I have no idea. I'm not a lawyer. And unlike other people on the internet who aren't lawyers, I'm not going to tell you legal things I have no idea about. Nah, we're not beating Wrath. We're not beating Wrath most games, and especially not game 1 look no numbers. Just cross your fingers and hope they don't have it. I once saw an episode of Law and Order. I'm basically a lawyer. AMA. Alright, so this is going to be for 4. Roll attack for 9. Alright, so they're going to get, what, 6 looks at or 4 more looks at a Wrath here. If they hit Wrath and we hit a Link, I never understand. I agree, Peakbon. I think the people losing their ever-loving minds over what the new London Mulligan rule could potentially do are underestimating the fact the bonus that interactive decks are going to gain by having their interaction more often. So... and maybe there's some combo deck that gets more consistent than finding hate cards gets against them, but then, I don't know, you probably should have banned that deck to begin with. That's why you have a ban list. Use it. Don't make everyone, like, stumble and die a little bit just because, like, you don't want to ban a combo that's obnoxious. I agree. The London Mulligan system is going to create less games where one player mulligans and never plays a spell. Belcher and Oops all spells and decks like that are probably unplayable under the new Mulligan rule because they can just never beat a Forcible and your opponent's basically always going to have it with the new rule. It's actually kind of funny. We were talking about how we haven't played against a what's it called deck? A Nexus deck in this set with this deck. And this deck actually has like 12 cards in the sideboard for Nexus. It's got like a bunch of counter spells and Cindervines. Wow, took my elf. Okay, I guess that means they're probably going to have a counterspell for this Jadelight Ranger. Then Faith, doling out a whole slew of sub-gifties. Good afternoon to you. Happy Monday. You are welcome to have a Growth Chamber Guardian, Thief of Sanity. Huh. I don't think I want to hold up Negate or Stroke here, especially if it means taking 2 points of damage. I mean, they had to take the Growth Chamber Guardian because there were 2 lands on top. They know about this Biogenic Ooze. Drawing a land here is quite good. That doesn't hurt me. Isu Buzz, thanks for the sub-gifty. I do pretty much all of my streaming and Magic playing from Linux. Arena runs very well under Wine. Well, my opponent's hand of my cards is huge. They don't know about the second ooze, which is nice. Wonder if they'll be able to put enough blockers into play here to not die to my next combat step with all the cards that they've taken from my deck. Kevin from Up, thank you for the 12 months. I appreciate the entire year. I knight thee, defender of the realm. Go forth and protect us from Twitch chat. At least they don't have a... Well, they could have a Hellkite and not have a land. Great, do they have a 2-mana spell? Probably have a 2-drop from my deck, right? And 2 blockers means I'm dead. Yep. Yeah, we know they have the Growth Chamber Guardian, right? Man, that's so awkward. Look at all these negates and strokes in my hand, just like run out by these Thieves of Sanity. They have taken our sanity, chat. To someone who asked earlier, why do I use Linux as opposed to another operating system? Well, one, I'd have to track down a copy of Windows, and two, I prefer the interface that Linux provides. So, why would I go through the effort to track down a copy of Windows if I don't prefer it to what I'm using anyways? Arena is the closest thing to a real video game that I play. I guess that's not true. I play Overwatch on occasion, but all the things I actually do work fine on Linux, so that's what I use. I'm actually not using a virtual machine. 3D applications don't work well via virtual machines because emulating 3D hardware is very taxing on your system. Unholy Face. Put this towards getting Temur climbing the queue or bumping up it already is. Will do. Thank you for the 6 months. I really appreciate it. Thanks for keeping me around. I would love an Incubation Druid that lets me cast a 5-drop next turn. Rain. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for shipping the Bezo bucks this way. I think I'm just going to give this haste. It's a little bit worse having it haste if they play a Thief of Sanity next turn, but eh. Oh, you know what? I should have attacked with this, maybe? Nah, I guess I want to save it to first Incubation Druid here. Now, I think I want to hold the Negate up, because, like, they're definitely in a position where, like, they want to cast Kaya's Wrath if they find it. Okay, that on board. Oh, Esper, oh, Esper. Do, 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 do. I definitely could have taken a more aggressive line and ended that game a turn sooner without playing around Kaya's Wrath. I was choosing to leave up Negate and try to play around Kaya's Wrath because I felt like I had the tools to do so. Yeah, having double ramp on the play is definitely real good. It's fine. I would love a Rootbound Crag. So because there's a card on top of my deck that I want to draw, I'm not going to Incubation on one. If I'd have scryed to the bottom there, I probably would have played Incubation on one. Hey, look, Wilderness Reclamation. So let's see how this goes. See if we can get them or not with our pile of sideboard cards. Game one's probably bad for us, but post board we get a lot of board cards. So I'm going to Incubation here. See if we can find. You want to Incubation before you Jadelight, because if you leave something on top, you want to draw it next turn instead of Incubationing past it. Not looking for a Krasis, looking for a land. Perfect. I don't know, Dallas. Esper Control like always seems really mediocre in general when I play it, so I don't know that I'm a good measure for it. I feel like the only times Esper Control is good is when it has Thief going. All right, are we all done? Can we go to the next game? Clink is interesting. All right, if we don't kill them next turn, we'll concede. If we get a next turn and we don't kill them, then we will concede. Those are two pretty big ifs. One, will there be a next turn? Two, will we actually be able to do something on said turn? Alright, excellent. Excellent. I like when my choices are easy. They're flipping search for Azcanta, and they're gonna have 3 Azcanta activation, so we're done here. Probably close to the audio bug at this point. I think I'm supposed to board down with this deck into more counterspells and Cindervines and stuff. Actually, these probably aren't forgetting. I'm basically just turning into Temur Climb with Hellkite up top, huh? Because this plan is not good here. We've played against a lot of Wilderness Reclamation decks so far today, so yeah, I've been asking that question a lot. So you're saying this is your fault, Mikey? It's your fault this is happening to us? I should blame you. Turkin, thank you for the 12-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I knight thee, defender of the realm. Go forth and protect us from Twitch chat. We're gonna have a lot of mana very quickly here. He says as the audio distorts. So we'll do that really quick. No attacks. Jadelight. I'm gonna kick Arena here real fast. Yikes. These people are great. Buy their stuff. These people, all so great. Buy their stuff. Back to your regularly scheduled Magic Arena. We're still doing a sub-tournament? Yeah, at some point I'm going to figure that out. Working through the logistics, it might not be feasible until we have an actual in-client tournament app. Which, who knows if that's ever going to happen. Getting to put a counter on the dragon is fun with Climb, because it means that it can still activate itself next turn. Yeah, I agree, ZJRC. Well, I mean, you could have draws like a normal Magic tournament, but there's the issue of people being honest with each other, and like you'd have to have people like you'd have to do like we do with the Twitch Rivals tournament, basically like require everyone to stream basically to confirm that like people aren't lying about their results if there's a dispute. Maybe I'm supposed to just Frilled Mystic there? I don't know. It's very possible I'm supposed to just Frilled Mystic there. I don't know. They have a Disdainful Stroke. They could have Disdainful Stroke or something like that too. So we're not guaranteed just lethal. I think I just let that happen. Innocent Smith, thank you for the 30 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. This is game 3 or game 2. This is game 2. All's well that ends well. Man, pretty sure this is a keep, but obviously we would like to draw a land on one that's untapped. Yep. That at least lets the rest of these come into play untapped, so that's fine. It's like not as good as turn 1 Llanowar Elves, but it's like reasonable for sure. So do I just Cindervines here on 2, or do I get Incubation Druid going? I'm gonna Incubation Druid this turn, so that way next turn I can play 4 mana worth of stuff. It's worth noting that this exposes me to Sinister Sabotage, though. I guess they had Negate up last turn, too, so, eh. Nah, I just don't have enough hours in the day, Karn Liberated. Every time I do extra days to like try and keep decks below certain, it's like the best worst problem to have, right? Like every time I add extra days to like try and keep everything in the queue under a certain threshold, like more people donate more things. So I've kind of given up any hopes of like I want the queue to stay below these metrics. I've given Twitch a lot of money. Welcome back, wife. Alright, so I want to end up leaving 2 mana up here. So I think I do... I want to get my most mana into play here this turn, I think. So if I start by farting this, I think I want to fart this too, though. So if I do this, and then I do... And then I do this on this. And then I do this on this. And then I'm attacking them for down to 14. And then next turn I'm attacking for lethal. All while leaving Disdainful Stroke up, so I think that's fine. Yeah, I could have tapped Captain Elf untap for an extra point. Hey, look at that. We beat up the Nexus deck with a bunch of sideboard cards. Opponent did try to bait us into adapting. We were not going to adapt there. We were going to pass back to our turn. It wasn't just the counterspell that beat our opponent. It's easy to, like, focus on the fact that, like, the counterspells would ultimately win the game. The fact that we had a pile of pressure with the counterspell is what mattered. It was the fact that we were an aggro deck that also had counterspells. It's the thing that makes that deck have a bad mono blue matchup is why we won those games. Down, that's fine. We got plenty of even with that dying there, we're gonna curve out pretty naturally, right? Like we've got 1, 2, 3, even without any acceleration here. Man, nice one land keep. This start is really sweet. Just like the Incubation Druid into Climb into Ranger. It has to do not only with days of the week bros power, but also to do with who else is streaming at a given point in time. I think it might have been that. I think my average draw is better than that at this point. So, like, I often run late on Mondays because my viewer count on Monday is often much higher than the rest throughout the week. And as a heads up, you said sit at 1.5k. I pretty much break 2,000 almost every day we're playing Arena during the week these days. At least for the last couple weeks, it's been that way. So the 3,000 we bumped up into today is definitely a rarity still, but we've been clearing into the 2,000 range most days now. Which is awesome. Thanks everybody for being here. Y'all are great. So I think I cut Climb and Ooze and just board in a bunch of Lava Coils here. I don't think I quite want Negate in this matchup. I think the Nikya plan is, like, kind of okay, just because, like, having a giant 5/5 is awesome in this matchup. So let's just run it back. I think my average concurrent viewer count last I checked, like for February, Twitch is so great for stats. So like my February stats were like, my average concurrent viewer count was 1,800 overall, which is not bad. Not bad at all, especially for Magic. This is fine. It's got Incubation to dig a little bit, and a couple of Lava Coils for interaction. What does it take to get back on the front page again? I'm not sure, actually. I should message my rep and find out what it takes when I can cycle back through on those highlights. I've actually been on the sidebar feature on the front page a couple of times because I'm in a random pool of full-time streamers that they cycle through there. But the actual front page feature that like auto plays when you open Twitch, I'm not sure exactly how long it takes before they'll cycle people back on there. I mean, part of being successful at Great Shinny is, like, there's gonna be people that are upset that you're successful, right? And, like, unlike a lot of people, I don't really go out of my way to, like, appeal to every single person. And also, fair is fair as someone who does like his metrics and, like, being objective when I can. Like, part of the reason why my numbers are so good is Nox has been streaming less because he just had a kid, right? So, like, Nox, from an objective average concurrent viewer standpoint, still kind of destroys my numbers if you go back and look at what he does. He is objectively the largest Magic streamer as far as average concurrent viewer count is concerned. Think we might be dead. Really needed to hit a 4th land here. Professor Nox, he did some Hearthstone stuff for a little while before, but he's been doing Magic streaming full-time for a long while now. I believe he started doing Magic stuff full-time during the closed beta. I'm happy with how I sideboarded. I don't think I want negates in this matchup. No, I don't think he's actually a teacher, which is funny that he has professor in his name. Can you give Nox the poopy diaper emote asset? He's gonna need it. For people who are data nerds and you're wondering about some of the metrics I'm talking about, as someone who, like, this is my job, so I like track my metrics, there's lots of sweet data on this page if you ever want to look at Twitch data. You can filter by game, you can filter by streamer, lots of fun stats. This hand's fine. It kind of feels bad that we have 3 shock lands. Like, ideally, I would like another buddy land in this hand. Another Rootbound Crag style land, but, like, 2-drop into 3-drop on the play is fine here. Perfect. That's a land that doesn't hurt us. Is Solarian Community College actually true? He was a teacher. He was an adjunct faculty. He did a lot of this similar stuff to what I did, but he also makes more money from content now than he did from teaching, so he does content full time as well. Diagonal monkeys give me pains. Alrighty, well, that's a thing. If we brick next turn, we're probably gonna cast Krasis for 2 just to, like, use our mana and hopefully cycle into a 5-drop. Perfect. I think even with drawing a 5-drop here, I'm just gonna go ahead and play this out as a 2/2. I just want to impact the board this turn, and then we'll play a 5/5 next turn. For the sake of setting the environment that I would prefer to have here, please don't say anything negative about other content producers in my channel. It's okay to not like other people. There's plenty of people that don't like me. If you don't like the content that someone's making, just don't watch. There's no need to put down other people that are working hard to make stuff. Am I dead yet? Pretty close to dead. So they're going to put me to 5 here, and then the Lightning Strike means I'm dead just like any other burn spell. This deck's lack of Wild Growth Walker package, the Explorer package, makes it much worse in a matchup like this than the traditional Temur Climb deck that I've been playing. Like, I played at the Hydroid Ranger tournament this past weekend, so I really like the Temur Climb deck in general, and this deck has some parallels to it, but this is definitely a matchup where it's much worse. I assume I'm dead when they untap here. Cut it. Yeah. All things considered, this deck went about how I was expecting it to. Like I kind of just said in that matchup, I think this deck is almost certainly just a worse, less efficient version of the Temur Climb deck that I've really been enjoying. It's doing kind of neat things. Nikya plus Krasis is okay. One of the things that's just so tough in this format is that, like, these kind of Timmy setups is there's so much quality interaction in this format that it's hard to get to untap with this card and, like, do meaningful things with it. So I think overall, if you're looking to play this card, this is kind of a cute shell to play it in. Krasis, Ooze, and Skarrgan Hellkite are, like, great payoffs for it, but overall I think it's probably just more of a cute card, something that's, like, neat to do rather than being genuinely powerful. What are we doing next? I don't know if I actually want to play blue-green. I think I'm gonna get things out of order here a little bit. I'm gonna dig. What do we got that I kind of want to play? Red-Black Memekin is coming up. I'm gonna play that. It's been a hot second. Let's play some of that. Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna be crazy and disorganized like some of those other streamers and not let you know what's coming up next. Rabid Wallaby, thanks for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. This deck's probably really good against Nexus decks, so because this one Goldfish is a mean whatnot. This deck's a total hoot when it goes off.